Let's take another look at mouseover and how it works. This one here is set up with questions here out of a book, and it can go like this, where it comes back to where that's at. So now, how do we do it with mouseover? Well, the first thing we have to do is make our recordings, and it comes from up here again, and we're just going to record the audio like this and set them up. So the first one is Gil Ashby. Okay, when I stop that now and I tell it it's okay, and I'm going to put this in here so I can keep track of what they are, just so I can always run over the top and see. I tell it okay, and it drops it right in here like it always has before. Okay, and so I'm going to set that one over here, and I'm going to record this one. David Harrison. David Harrison. Okay, I got it. So I'm going to go like this. And now I have that one. So I have the two of them sitting here, and now this is how I link them. I'm just going to lay it there for now. So the first thing here, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that it can easily be found with the mouse. And we come here to insert and go to the action button, and only this time, instead of the mouse click, I'm going to tell it to mouse over. And now as soon as the mouse comes over, I want it to play, and it's the only option I have here. As you see, if I take, there's no other option here because I'm clicked on the file. I'm clicked on the file here. So that one is linked, and I'll do the same for this. I'm going to stretch it a little bit, and so it's easy to find, and that's what you want to do too. And I'm going to go to an action button, and I'm going to say mouse over, and I'm going to ask it to play. Now there's one thing left, that these are kind of in the way, and you might have to go bigger here to reach this, and you can do that. But now when I click on this, I want to remove this background. So I click on here, and I'm going to grab this whole thing and take the whole thing, then slide it down to this corner here, and that will be it. And I'm going to tell it to keep those changes, and you see it's gone now. And the thing I want to remind you is, don't lose it. Don't lose it, because when it becomes transparent, you can lose it. I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger so the mouse finds it a little easier, and then I'm going to double click on it here. So we go to this remove, gives me this screen. I'm going to grab this and slide it all the way down here so it's out of the way, and I'm going to tell it to keep the changes, and it's gone. Now what does that look like when I pop this up? Gil Ashby. And just by running the mouse over, I get this, and I love how that bar comes up so I can see it. You know it's playing. Okay, what else can you do with mouse over? You certainly could do other things with mouse over. If you wanted to do something else, if you wanted to do an action, you need another button over the top of this. So then you would have to lay another symbol over it. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to have it do something else. I'm going to put this like this, and of course the same thing. I need to format this picture, and I'm going to say there's no fill, there's no lines, like that. Okay, so it's laying here like this. Now again, when I come back to the action button, now I can do it to different things. I can tell it to link to a slide or something, because I'm not on the audio file. I can tell it to play a sound if it's correct, okay, or make some other sound. All right, and that's, again, now it's just by mouse over. All right. Gil Ashby. Okay. David Harrison. And what's going on here is that this is laying over the top here of it. Okay, so there you have it. Again, what I'm going to ask you to do is make a 20 slide lesson. You can use one that you've already created, but you're going to find this a lot of work. You may want to make something new, but nonetheless, make it something you can use if you're going to do this much work. Mouse over.